This video is going to demonstrate how to use a draft working repository for the NERC EMT Task Force Work Item 3, which is hosted on GitHub now. Ultimately, that'll be hosted on a NERC website managed by NERC IT. So for now, the working repository is on GitHub. I just highlighted the link, but it'll be in the comments on the YouTube video and distributed to the Work Item 3 members. I'm going to scroll down here. We have a brief introduction. We have an outline of our charter and our purpose and some abstracts on white papers that are under preparation, a spreadsheet of reference, and an issue forum for people to make suggestions for new references. So I'm going to illustrate all three of those in this video. If I click on the link to the introduction, it's going to take me to a GitHub display of the raw file. It doesn't understand the Microsoft Word documentation format. So I'm going to go over here to a download button, and I'm going to hit that, and it's going to be a save as. So I'm just going to navigate over to what that looks like. It's a 3-page document. If you're on the work item group, you've seen this before: an introduction, an outline of factors of interest to us, an outline of the modeling resources repository. So when you suggest new references for us to add, please think of one of these categories. And then I've also added some outlines of the white papers that are under preparation, a reader's guide to the references or an annotated bibliography, another one on differences between positive sequence dynamic and EMT tools, and another one about EMT modeling of bulk power systems. And if you're interested in any of those contributing, just please speak up in one of the NERC work item meetings, which I believe we meet on the second Thursday of every month. Now back to the website. I click back, and the second link down there, the spreadsheet of references. It's going to do the same thing, take me to a raw file display page because it doesn't understand the Excel format. I'm going to click download the raw file, and this is what it looks like. It's a wide spreadsheet of authors, title, publication, the type. So the type you're going to be able to pick from a pick list. It's a book, paper, report, or a website. Some other information. The one that we really need, the title always helps, is this document or digital object interface, or DOI. This is a link to, could be a URL like we have a couple examples here, but I'm going to show you how even for IEEE references you can use a DOI. And that's really all we need to reference the paper or to use it. So from what I've shown you so far, you don't need to be a GitHub user. You can download the Word document and the spreadsheet and anything else we happen to post, and you can look at it and you can send us emails if you have comments. But the better way is through, well, I should say our preferred way, is through an issues forum. And that's my third link down here, issue forum for new contributions. So this is where GitHub provides a mechanism for people to put comments in for changes for whatever's being hosted on the repository. So our guidelines for new references, they should be publicly accessible or available at a reasonable cost, not necessarily free. We want one or two sentences from you on why we should use this reference, and then either a link or the digital object identifier. Now, in order to post here, you can see I'm logged in, but in order to post here, you would have to create your own GitHub ID. And I'm going to a different web browser, Edge in this case, just so that I don't have to sign up. But I'm going to go to github.com, and I need to sign up for GitHub. And it's going to ask me for an email address, so I'm going to use, well, let's see. Having trouble now. Alright, sorry, I had a little bit of trouble with the focus on the mouse, but I'm going to type in an email address. There we go. That's why I don't like this browser. Yeah. But anyway, you put in an email address that you want to use for this. It could be personal or work, and this is as far as I'm going to go. But just like signing up for any other website, you create a password. It's going to ask you for multi-factor authentication. GitHub is used to maintain software, so it is pretty secure, and it will ask you for things like that. So let's go back to this issue. I want to add as myself a new comment for a new reference that I'm going to suggest be added to the repository. And what's going to happen, I went to IEEE Explorer and I searched for this references. It's about plug-and-play models, regional models for EMT simulations of large-scale power grids, and it's a case study of the New York State power grid. And Thang Nguyen made a presentation last month to the main NERC EMT task force, and so it was backed up by this paper. So I'm going to click on the reference, and this is open access, which is nice because anybody can read it. I should be able to see, all the text and graphics. What I want to do is find So what I do is I scroll below, I guess this is the abstract. And before the body of the paper starts, there's this DOI. And it looks like, you see it says access in the name because this is an IEEE access. So I'm going to copy the link address. And I'm going to go back to my GitHub page. And I'm going to paste that in. And I'm going to go back here and I just want the title. It's nice to have a title. I'm not going to need the volume number and the page number and the date and all that because that DOI is going to give it to me, everything I need. And this is, let's do reason, describes how to build an EMT model from PSSC, Aspen, other data sources, practical case study. So I don't have to do much of a selling job there, just something to give the curator of the repository some idea of why to include this reference. So there's a preview button here. That looks okay. You can see the link is clickable. And really that's all I need, and I'm going to hit comment. And so this is a threaded, it's almost like a discussion forum. So I created this start off comment a few weeks ago and I just added one. Since I am logged in as the one who submitted that comment, I can click on this ellipsis button over here and I can edit it. So say I made a typo or something, or I want to add something to the reason. I could change it, but I can't change anybody else's comments. So it's threaded. When you're going to use this, be professional in your language, and also you can look at the any previous comments and see if somebody has already suggested your reference. And if they have, you can kind of chime in and say, me too. Please consider this reference, or you can suggest alternatives or other viewpoints. So that's it. I will post this video and you will see it here under the fourth bullet. It'll be on YouTube, but you'll be able to click to that for a 9-minute introduction to how to use the website.